What's up? Welcome to Worldwide Closers, where I teach 9 to 5 workers how to generate income on a daily through remote high-ticket sales. All right, so today's video, I'm going over the 7 touch point on a sales call. These 7 you absolutely touch on a sales call. Some closers consciously do it. Some of them are unconscious that they're doing it, but you will touch on these 7 touch points. It doesn't matter if you're B2C, which means business to consumer. It doesn't matter if you're on a B2B, which means business to business. You will go over these 7. Now, I did a training that I'm getting ready to show you with a mentee of mine going over these 7 touch points. I hope it helps you. Listen, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you are a closer, you've already had sales experience, and you're just finding it hard to get on the offer, I do have some offers available. Listen, it will be an investment. Just click the link in the description to tap in with me. Just DM me on social media. My Instagram is in the description box. And if you're an absolute beginner, I hope this channel helps you. Tap in. Let's go.
Going to that, this first day of training is going to be what a closer goes through unconsciously or consciously throughout the duration of this call. We're going to touch on all 7 points in the process of getting them to the close.
Okay.
All right. But I'm bringing this to your attention so that way when you're aware of it on the call, you know exactly strategically where you're moving them to the finish line.
Okay.
So the number 1 touch point, and I'm gonna send you this also. I'm gonna send you this DocuSign. I mean, not DocuSign, but Google Doc. Desire. All right. A lead has a destination or a goal that they aspire to reach and they believe they should be there. Your objective is to help them bring that vision to the forefront, guiding them into a mindset where they feel as though it is already becoming a reality. Encourage them to visualize the achievement and discuss the emotions they experience once it is attained. So, for example, when I'm asking you, what I like to start with the end in mind. What exactly is the big picture goal? Let them define what that goal is. A, it's generational wealth. It's financial freedom. I want to leave my 9 to 5 job. You now want to touch into, when you say generational wealth, what do you mean by that? Just so I can better understand you. Or you can even say, like, I hear generational wealth all the time. Like, for me, I want to create generational wealth. I like to use me because it's like relatability. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I also
Right.
like that too. So
Right.
therefore, I'm asking them to bring forth, like, what does it mean to them? And now they're letting me know, I want to leave my kids tangible assets. I want to whatever. Now, to attain that goal, how much do you think you need to make per month to bring this into fruition? They're going to give you the income goal. All this is a part of desire.
Right.
Why is that income goal significant? Oh, because such and such, it's going to free me up on my bills. Okay, how is life going to look different when $10,000 a month starts coming in?
Yeah.
Start telling you shit, I'm going to travel more. Now it's up to you to make them visualize, okay, well, what I love to travel too. Actually, me and my wife just came back from such and such. Hell, I wouldn't lie if you didn't, but I'm just giving you an example. What are your top 3 places you want to travel to? Let them tell you: Thailand, Dubai, shit, Africa, right? Now, right, make them dive a little bit deeper. What is it gonna look like in Africa? Like, what you want to visit the pyramids? What,
Yeah.
feel me? And
Right. Yeah, for sure.
who else? Who else you taking to Africa? Like,
Uh-huh.
you have kids, you got a wife, you got boom. Now you helping them visualize after they define what the goal is. How is it gonna feel when you're in the sand in Thailand, you eating from whatever in Dubai from that high ass restaurant, you at your kids' games, your wife, you say you want to retire her, she no longer having to worry about getting told what to do. How's that gonna feel? So basically that's the desire phase. You feel me? You're making them feel it. And then you transition to support. Now you always want to, well, let me read this first. A lead may or may not have a support and network influence in their decision to take the next step toward their goals. It is your responsibility to identify whether such a network exists. If it does, determine strategically whether their involvement is necessary for the decision-making process and address it accordingly. The way that I train is I like to preempt objections. I like to get them out of the way so I really don't have to deal with too many in the end. All right. The normal objection I hear, I think you went out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the
Uh,
normal objection I usually get after I've gotten them all out the way is the price is a little too high. And
got it.
that's the easiest goddamn one to break.
Mhm.
Yeah. But support. So basically when I'm asking them who else is benefiting from this, like who else you taking on these trips? You identify they got a wife? Absolutely. Like, what's your wife's name? How long y'all been together? Right. And then I'm asking, like, is your wife like how does your wife feel about what you're looking to do? Have you been able to share that with her? Oh yeah, I told her. Okay, boom. Listen, is she 100% behind you on this? Is she 100% behind you on this next move or this next level up in life? You low key asking is they gonna be an issue when we get towards the end of the call?
Right.
If they say, yeah, they're 100% behind me, you now don't have to worry about them saying, I gotta holler at my husband. But if it does come up, then you already know, like, yeah, I absolutely understand. By the way, you always agree with them. All right. Yeah, absolutely understand. Right. Um, but just share with me because I remember earlier we were just, I asked you, was he 100% behind you? And you said he was. Right. What's changed?
Yeah.
You feel me? Because now they got to think like, oh shit, I did say 100%. And now the real objection will come out. And now you got to combat that real objection because they might be dealing with a little bit of self-doubt. But I'll teach you all that. The third thing is pain. A lead must recognize that they have a significant pain-driven problem. Identify and emphasize these issues and dive deeply into them in the lead to create a mental state where they realize if I don't address these challenges now, I will never achieve my desired outcome. Remember, when we were on the call, transition from, well, share with me you can use some of the hiccups, some of the obstacles, some of the setbacks. You can use challenges too, but I think a lot of people use challenges. You know what I'm saying? But tell me what's been some of the setbacks or hurdles you done had to come across that's kept you from XYZ, the desired goal that they said. Oh, I didn't have the finances. I struggle with, procrastination. Fucking, I don't have the time. You feel me? Is there
Yeah.
anything, what else? Is there anything else? Boom. Nah, that's it. You can either pick one of those or you could pick all three of those. Me personally, I would tackle the procrastination. When you say procrastination, right? Like, what do you mean, procrastination? They're gonna, man, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I know I'm supposed to do this, but I'm supposed to go to the gym. I just hit the snooze button. Right? How long has this even been a struggle?
Good.
I've been struggling with this probably my whole life. Do you feel like it's impacted you in any way? Like your growth, you taking on new opportunities? Like, yes. How so? Now I'm making them go deep into
Yeah.
damn, now they realizing like shit. He's right. Like I really been tripping. You know what I'm saying? So that is the goal in the pain phase is to pull the Band-Aid off. You feel me? Because this is where ultimately the sale happens. If they don't feel enough pain, they're not gonna move forward. You feel me?
Absolutely.
In the script, we asked the strategic questions on making them dive deep into their pain.
Yes.
And that's that phase. Doubt, a lead must recognize that they cannot reach their desired destination on their own. Your role is to guide them to this realization by asking insightful questions that help them understand that their current situation is a result of their own limitations. By doing so, they will come to see that continuing to move forward independently is likely to yield the same results. It is essential for them to question their ability to achieve their goals alone, based on where they currently at, right? So basically, like you can plant seeds of doubt. Basically, like when it comes, one of the questions I ask is like, when it comes to execution, what have you done to get better at real estate? What have you done to whatever they said their desired goal was? That's what I'm using. What have you done as far as execution to get better in this real estate space? I've been looking at YouTube videos. No, when I say execution, I want to know like what have you done like that moves the needle, right? Because we could watch YouTube, but at the end of the day, like what moves the needle is activity,
Right.
you know. And they're gonna, yeah, yeah. Well, when you put it like that, I haven't done anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, or do you feel like what's your success rate? Do you feel like you have 100% success rate going at this by yourself? Or what's your percentage at success you feel like going at this, continue to go at this alone? Nobody's 100%, right? They're gonna
Right.
play shit 50.
Right.
What do you feel like it's gonna take to get to 100? See, I'm strategically asking them that because I'm planting a doubt in their mind, like, damn, you know what? I'm only at 50% by myself. And when I ask you what you think it's gonna take to get to 100, they're gonna say, I need help. I might need a coach.
That's good.
Okay. The fifth thing is a cost. A cost is a lead must feel that the pain of staying in their current situation outweighs the effort of investing and moving forward with you. To achieve this, you need to present a compelling scenario illustrating the potential consequences of inaction and how it could negatively impact their life. The best thing I like to do when we in the cost is I like to say, like, hypothetically, right? You say you want to make $10,000 a month. And this has been an idea that you've wanted to do for the past 5 years. So if we did the math, that's 120,000 a year times 5. It's about 500 or almost 600,000 that you've missed out. How are you going to feel if another 5 years go by? You're still getting told what to do at the job. You can't make the kids' games. You still have to listen to your wife talk to you about how she's stressed out at work. Like, how is it going to feel for you if you look up 5 years from now in the same position?
Yeah.
Shit, I'd be devastated. Like, that can't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the cost of you not moving forward. I'm not saying that, but my questioning will lead them to, you feel me?
Got you.
Devastated. Look, define devastated just so I can better understand you. Man, looking at my wife, hearing that, not making it to my kids' games, like I just can't see that. Well, what do you feel like needs to happen for you to avoid that altogether? Shit, I gotta get going. I gotta get something and happen. I gotta get them thing going. Yeah, I understand. Like, but when? Shit, now.
Yeah.
I gotta get it going now. Well, but I mean, why now though? I mean, realistically, like, you could push this down the road like, everybody else does. And, nah, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to do this now. You know what I'm saying? That's the cost. The trust. For a lead to confidently decide to move closer to their desired outcome, they must trust both you and the mentor. Establishing this trust requires building rapport and a genuine connection throughout the entire conversation. Additionally, it's essential to ask if they believe in the mentor or if they believe the mentor is capable of guiding them from their current situation to the desired destination. All right. Now, throughout the whole process of this call, we building chemistry. We building rapport. You feel me? Hey, how you doing? Where you from? Boom. If they're in a spot that you done been to, definitely touch on that. Yeah, I've been there. Take time and anything y'all have similarities on. Don't be afraid to goddamn gonna stop and say, yeah, man, you know what? I actually, boom, I took my wife there too, not too long ago, and she actually loved the food. See, y'all need to connect. You understand? Because not only are you establishing yourself as the authority, but you're also establishing, like, bro, we friends.
Yeah.
When you join, it don't stop just off this call. When you join, man, I want you to feel cool that you can call me, or you know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
But my questioning for them when it comes to the mentor is, if you remember when we was on the call, I said, listen, you know, do you believe that product can take you from where you're at now to where you want to go?
The product or the product?
No, I said product, but I was
I
bringing
got you.
back a time when me and you were on the call. I don't
Gotcha.
know if you remember, but I
Gotcha.
always ask, do you believe that such and such can take you from where you're at now to where you want to go?
Gotcha.
Yes. What brings you to that, conclusion? Oh, because he posts consistently. I've seen students get results. I've seen a lot of testimonials. Like, I just seen him get a 16 unit apartment. Like, I absolutely believe he could take me there. So you just want to make sure they trust you.
Right.
Trust this dude here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
Anytime a person say, well, I really don't know. I only seen the man for about a week. Well, I want to be honest with you. We're not in the business of just taking anybody's money. For me, I'm going to put myself in your shoes, but I'm going to talk about me for a second, is that I will not invest any of my money into individual that I don't truly believe can take me where I want to go. Do you agree? Yeah, I understand. So what I want to do is I want to assign some homework to you that will help you build up that trust. Okay, because again, we're not in it to just take anybody's money. I need you to be able to take a look at what he's been able to do. So is it okay if I sign some homework to you? Yes. Right. This saves you face and saves you confidence. Okay. Because 9 times out of 10, if they answer that question on the trust and they say, like, I don't really know, man, I only seen this guy a week or two, they might not move forward, bro. They
Right.
ain't seen enough.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if the price to invest is 10 grand, 5 grand. Remember, everybody's spending money with their time. They thinking time when they spend their money, because most of the people we working with are average 9 to 5 workers.
Right.
You feel me? So they like, so in order to save your face and save your confidence for the next call, you just gonna boom. Look, I want to actually assign you some homework. You feel me? Most coaches ain't gonna tell you to do this. I'm telling you some real shit, because this builds so much trust that that person is like, damn, because they already looking at us like we just want to be in their pocket. So for
Right.
you
Of
to
course.
really push me away right now,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
that shows, like, damn, all right, they not just really about the money. They really, these some good guys. That builds trust, and then now it's up to you to really set a schedule, set a follow up, and then identify, like, hey, how soon do you think you can look at this video?
Gotcha.
Boom. And that video should have everything that's gonna answer all the damn questions they got, objections, and that'll help them move the needle. And I ain't gonna lie, some of them might not even watch the video, and you might miss them. Like, they might not
Yeah.
even show up to the next scheduled call.
That's real.
But 90% of them that feel like, I don't think he can do it, they're not gonna spend that money. Especially not 10, 20 grand.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
The seventh thing is money. A lead must fully understand that achieving their desired outcome quickly and without errors requires a strategic investment in their goals, ensuring progress without unnecessary setbacks or challenges. Best way to ask about the money, because this is where a lot of new people like kind of get like nervous, is, when it comes to starting any business, or when it comes to starting whatever offer you're on, when it comes to starting any business, we know it takes capital. Right? What have you set to the side for things like marketing, advertising? What have you set to the side? That's a
Yeah.
good way to ask how much money they got.
Right.
I mean, I set some to the side. Some people will tell you this. I got a couple thousand. If you could put a number on it, what would that number be? Don't be afraid to ask the hard questions, bro.
Yeah.
It's a way to ask, though. It's all about tonality, which we'll train them. Hell, it's okay. What would you, if you had a specific number, what would it be? I got about 5 grand. Okay, now I know he working with 5 grand. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's nice, right? When it comes to personal credit, like I know we talked about earlier. I'm just using this as an example. Earlier, I overlooked the profile. I said you had about a 650, like Is that accurate or you higher than that? Yeah, right now I'm probably like at a 700, 739. Okay, got you. And then you have an LLC already? Yeah, I got an LLC. Have you been able to acquire business credit? You familiar with it? Yes. Like how much were you able to get access to? Boom, they're gonna hit you with the number, right? Even when we go back to credit, we could say how much, when it comes to credit, we'll get the score. But you can also say when it comes to credit, what's the score? They tell you the score. If it's a good score, then 9 times out of 10, they got credit cards. When it comes to, credit card, what would you say you had access to minus the utilization? About 10 grand. So now I know they got 15 grand. So I know when I'm getting ready to close, I know what to pitch them on, what tier to make them fall into, because they got 10, 15,000, then I know I can get them at least 7,500. Like I don't want to clean you out dry, but I know I can get you for about 75 without it being no hiccups, or I can at least get you on a payment plan. But I'm not going to present a payment plan until I identify you just can't pay in full right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? But those are strategic ways of asking about the money. The best one is when it comes to capital, when it comes to starting a business, it takes money. Like what would you say you set to the side? Okay. These are the 7 touch points.